your toast. Try new peanut. I'm just kidding. It's just me. I got you. I'm on my way to you. Hopefully I should have for work today. Just kidding. I always do. Just kidding. I am probably getting ready right now. Probably stressing about how I didn't memorize the show. It's something that I do. It's a fun little quirk of mine. I'm learning the monologue. I'm probably brushing my teeth, probably pacing in circles, but I'm definitely gonna go to the show, right? Am I gonna go to the show? I'm definitely there. Confirmed, I'm definitely there. I'm walking probably up the stairs. Oh, I forgot my ID. I gotta go back down. Going down. Oh, I might have forgotten my jewel. Just kidding, I don't smoke free. I'm walking up. I'm going to the makeup room. 15 more seconds. Okay, I'm running. This is when I start to panic. Oh, you know, there's a guy in the control room that counts from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I'm pretty sure I'm peeing my pants. That's totally fine. Did I mention this show is live? Every day. Oh, here we go. Hi guys, hello, welcome. You have been looking for a new show to obsess over, and you did it. You found me. One time for you. One time for Molly Ryder Producer on the prompty today, and she's figuring it out. Yes, okay, great. We have a great show for you today. We've got Billie Eilish, we've got Selena. Okay, you better watch out for Selena. And then also we've got, do you know, can you see if my mom is in the chat? No? Great. We've got vibrators. My name is Estefania Vanegas Pessoa, but you know me as Tefi, and I am your host, okay? So this is a pop culture show. What does that mean? We're gonna be talking shit about celebrities, dude, okay? And I chose to talk about pop culture because it's Hollywood, baby, and in Hollywood there's that old saying, there is no business like business that isn't mine. Okay, guys, fuck it. Let's go to a place we haven't gone to in what feels like years. Let's go to my room. My mom can't hear us in here. Let's talk about whatever we want. Okay, so I feel like there's a lot of depressing shit in the news lately, okay? It's like everywhere we go, everywhere we turn, there's like something worthy of like all hands on deck panic, you know? Like I feel like everybody that I know is like, is it allergy season? Is it coronavirus? Is it allergy season? Is it coronavirus? Is it allergy season? It's corona, you know? So all of us in the writer's room, we're like, let's talk about some good shit to start the show off with, you know? Like, let's talk about some good fucking news. Because like, what do we have right now? Betty White is alive and among us. Somebody knock on wood right fucking now. Okay. Betty White is alive and among us. And then what else do we have? We can Google photos of baby goats. That's what I do when I'm in a low place, okay? So we have collected some good newsies. Let's start with the first story. This pizza shop is putting pictures of adoptable dogs on pizza boxes, and it's working. Oh. All right, let's say goodnight to this baby up next. Good night. Don't you just wanna, you know? This next story, I love. Budding 11-year-old fashion mogul and entrepreneur opens thrift shop in Brooklyn. I love it. Children really are the future. Okay, now look at this first walk.
What Mama says? Trust, yes. Come.
Do it. I died. She's really doing it, guys. Oh, she did it.
Wow.
That's such a good job. You did such a good job. And then finally, I'm always in awe of Kim Wrighty's bravery. She's been working on this love letter to Drake forever. I just see her like typing. I'm like, are you focused on the story? She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to figure out what do I say to my one true love. And she finally sent it to Drake. Let's take a look. I am in awe of you. We have a great show for you today. We've got the opinions, the juice, the drama, the 411, all of it after this small, tiny brequecito. I'll see you real soon.
It's time to level up, ho. Call me elevator. Not worried about no bullshit, not worried about no haters. No, I'm on my hustle shit like I run the neighborhood. Bigging up my block, ain't no fucking I would. Ooh. So bitch, take my picture, cause I'm having a mixer. Make sure you get my skirt, cause it really fits my figure. Oh. Yikes. What you been eating?
You gonna return that?
Asking fat.
Applebee's new Irresistibles, now starting at $7.99. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Guys, bad news. During the break, I sneezed. Everybody left. It's just you and me. It's just me and cameraman Stormy. Okay, so literally I sneezed and my goes, Corona! Guys, Aidy Bryant, her experience was a vibe. Okay, so Aidy Bryant went on Jimmy Kimmel. And first of all, I'm a big fan of Aidy. I love her. I know I have to start watching her show, Shrill, on Hulu. Everyone's saying it's hilarious, okay? And she told this story about going to dinner with her husband one night to this like very, very fancy, like fresh, homemade style, organic restaurant. And whenever I'm at one of these restaurants, I'm immediately like expecting the kind of experience from Portlandia, like from that one episode.
Is the chicken you'll be enjoying tonight.
You have this information. This is fantastic.
Absolutely. His name was Colin. Here are his papers, okay?
That's great.
He looks like a happy little guy who runs around. A lot of friends, other chickens as friends.
Putting his little wing around another one.
God, I love that fucking show. All right, so Aidy, back to the story. So Aidy and her husband sat at a communal table. Let's hit the pause button. So brave, right? They are better than me because if I walked into an LPQ, what's it called? Le Pain Quotidien over here, which there's like 30 of in the city. When I first moved here, I thought there was just only one by Union Square, and I would go there all the time. I became a regular at an LPQ. And I remember them being like, so we only have the communal table available? So I would be like, so you don't have any tables available? Stop giving that as an option. All right, so they're at the communal table, and guess what happens at the communal table? Oh, you guessed it, somebody's acting fucking weird. That's why you don't sit at the fucking communal table. Okay? Watch a clip of where she explains what happened.
We went to this restaurant called Ned Ludd, which is like this very fancy place, and they make everything from scratch, including like the butters and the rolls and the vegetables they grow there. And yeah, but they sat us on this like communal bench, kind of. So it was like us and another couple, and the ladies seated next to me. And but I noticed that they were like acting very weird. You know, they kept looking at each other and then looking at us, and they didn't order any food.
That is
at
weird.
this place where everything is like about the food. And then they just paid for their drinks. And the whole time I had felt like a vibration that I thought her phone was going off.
Uh-huh.
And then right as they paid for the check, she like turned to me and was like, it's a remote control vibrator and it's amazing. And I was stunned to my core.
Scusi? Pardon-moi? That's French for scusi? You said what now? You know, like, Jason, slap me. I think I took some LSD and I'm in a nightmare that is... every day, people give me more and more reasons to just stay my ass at home, you know? What kind of person? And then she goes on to explain this is in Portland, and I was like, oh, of course. I'm not even shocked now, you know? So let's do a poll. You know I love a poll, okay? Would you guys try this? A remote vibrator in public. You have to type yes and you have to type no, and it'll count your votes, okay? While you guys are voting, listen. Oh my God. Before I say this, my mom told me yesterday all of her friends watch, even her hairdresser, Alberto, from España, watches. And I'm just like, fuck it. So I have a remote vibrator at home. Oh, no. And I just like, I would never, ever do this. Like, ever. Jason, even at home, confined to our own walls. Jason would be like, let's do it. And I'm just like, I am in the middle of watching McMillions, okay? I'm eating my Chinese food. Bother someone else, you know? But at a fancy restaurant, at the communal, and it wasn't a communal table, it was a communal bench. Bench. You were at the communal bench. We're sharing a bench, lady. You know, if you're gonna take me to your red room, then you need some consensus with me, okay? Like, you need to let a bitch nosies. What really pisses me off, though, the New Yorker in me, what really pisses me off is that you're gonna go to a restaurant that's all about food, and you're not gonna order any fucking food. You're just gonna come at the table and leave. Go do a fucking Chili's happy hour if that's your estilo, ma'am, if that's the kind of person that you are. You know? I'm all about keeping it spicy, okay? I'm all about it. But you know what my spicy is? Like, looking at Jason like, you see my bra? Yeah, that's right. That's a bow. Love it. Oh, yeah. You're the fancy bitch. What's that, provocateur? No, I got it at Forever 21 bin. Listen, let's look at the poll. 164%. 164 people said no. And what have we learned on this show? That we have 87 freaks in the fucking live audience today, okay? So speaking of being permanently scarred y traumatizada, Aaron Carter, not again. Aaron Carter got another face tattoo of the word Melanie. And I was like, who's Melanie? And everyone was like, oh, that's his girlfriend. Of 3 months. Yep. Love is hard. And Selena Gomez is getting into her feelings about it. Okay, let's talk about Selena. Okay, Selena did a video decoding her lyrics for Rare on Genius. I just want to shout out Genius very quickly. There are so many rap songs out there that you have held my hand through. Like, you are the sole reason why when people sing Cash Out, people sing Cash App, I'm like, it's actually Cash Out. You're cute, you know? So Selena goes on Genius, and she must have not taken her Adderall because you need to see her overall energía, okay? Her energy, her entire vibe is off. Selena, tell me about the chorus, baby. Come on.
You
Okay.
don't care. Why don't you recognize that I'm so rare?
Have you had coffee or?
Always there.
Uh-huh.
You don't do the same for me. That's not fair.
Did you sleep? Is everything okay?
I don't have it all.
Okay.
And I'm not claiming to.
All right. So let's see what she said about forever being alone.
We're not gonna, this isn't the end all be all. I'm still a baby. I got a lot to figure out, but I do know, I believe, some days when I wake up and I'm annoyed and I'm like, I'm gonna be alone forever.
Okay.
But after that 15 minutes goes away, I say to myself, I know that there is someone for everybody.
Imagine you asking someone if they believe you, and they're like, I believe. Bitch, no, you don't. I believe. No, the way that she is, you know what I think it is too? This is what I think. I think that she's like speaking like this because recently she did an interview where she was like, I can't get movie roles because I look so, she looks very young. She has a baby face. And she'll like go for these like really interesting roles, and they're like, but you look like you're 15 or 12. So I think that she's trying to like mature herself, but instead she comes off as she comes off as a little bitchy. She seems cold, right? Like she doesn't want to be there. Anyway, she talks about the being forever alone thing. First of all, you're Selena Gomez. Your DMs must be you know? And I get that dating is frustrating, okay? Sometimes it does feel like you're gonna be alone forever, and because you have to make time for dating as you get older, right? You have all these goals, all these aspirations, all these things you wanna do, or you're just fucking tired. So you have to make time to go on these dates, and you go on these dates that you made time for and there's no spark, you know? Or you just wanna meet somebody organically, so you have to make time and effort to go out with your friends and you're social and like nothing happens, you know? And you're doing all of this to maybe, I don't know, maybe you're doing it to get over somebody, and while you're putting yourself out there to date, it feels like fucking torture because you hope the other person isn't doing the same thing or they got married to Hailey Bieber. Like, you know, like it's all rough all around. But you have to like, this mentality I hear about a lot from my friends, and I experienced it too. Oh my God, I'm making it sound like, and look at me. Okay, that's not where I'm going with this. What I'm trying to say is like, you have to snap yourself out of it because you're creating that, you're making that thought process is gonna then become real. Like you might actually end up being alone, or worse, I feel like people, when they say they're gonna end up, I'm gonna be forever alone, they meet somebody and then guess what happens? You thought you're gonna be alone forever, you put somebody on a pedestal. I can't go back out there, I'm not gonna be single, I'm just gonna accept however you treat me because I don't wanna be alone, I don't wanna die alone. It's not real, baby, and also, the mind creates your reality. Your thought process creates your reality. What have I said before? The mind is a prison that locks from the inside, and good dick bolts the door. You know, I've always said it. But this story reminds me of a certain nugget of advice from my ex-boyfriend's mom. She used to look at me and say, "Don't worry, Tefi. Don't you worry. There's a lid for every pot." And now I look back and I'm like, that sweet angel. She was looking at me and she's like, "You're in the wrong kitchen." Ouch. I'm going on a break, I'll be right back.
John, why did you bring me here?
I think it's time we throw old luxury and going away party.
Can I have everyone's attention, please? Excuse me, guy who thinks his loud suits a personality. Woman who claims she hasn't had any plastic surgery. I saw you in the waiting room. And you, lady who goes to Asia once and suddenly thinks she's spiritual. Guy who leans on everybody for some reason. To old luxury. You had a good run, but now it's time to zhuzh you up a little bit. I give you young luxury. John! Where were you? It was supposed to be a thing, and you made it not a thing.
What's the magic word?
Sexiest man alive.
Okay.
Introducing the GV80, the first ever SUV from Genesis.
Somebody had to make luxury fun.
Who better than us, baby?
Emily Blunt wanted to be a pop star. So Emily Blunt wanted to be a pop star, and it was Dame Judi Dench that told her, "You cannot do both singing and acting. You have to pick one." And you know what? We all need a Judy. And Martin Stiley is my Judy because one day I was doing a fitting with Martin, and he stopped me and he goes, "Can I just ask you something?" And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "I just want to make sure you're never gonna be like one of those girls, right?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well," and he was like, "Well, before I do this, you're never gonna try to be like a singer, right?" And I was like, "Have you been reading my diary?" And you can look back in the episodes. That is the day that we did the monologue about how every 3 months I get into a super bad mood because I remember that I can't fucking sing. And I was like, "It's Martin, no, but this is terrible timing." I'm so rare. Okay, so Emily may have not made any music, and neither did I. But this next girl has it all figured out. All hail Billie Eilish. Okay, so Billie Eilish had a concert in a really small town. I can hardly remember the name of it, it's so small. It's that conservative one. Miami, Florida. Yes, and she rocked their world, bro. She did. I can just imagine everyone in the crowd, like, when I'm drunk, mad, or excited, my Miami accent comes out 110,000%. Like, I can imagine being in the crowd. Billie! Bro, she's like lit. She's totally lit. Irregardless, I was in a bad mood when we were coming down I-95 North and the traffic was terrible. Now I'm here. She's so candela, bro. I'm in such a good mood. Like, tell Mike that I am gonna go out tonight and that we need to get bottles. We need to get bottles. I love it. Ay, sing bad guy. That would be me. Hombre malo. Okay, so. Anyway, so the point is, she showed people her body in a video for the concert. And the point of the video was, you know, about slut shaming, about body image, about pressure. And I love a posy body image moment. You know that I do. And I really fucking love how Billie controls her own narrative because she's so young and that's so Selena Gomez rare, you know? And she's out there teaching people to have control over the perception of yourself and your own body. And she's teaching this not only to teenagers, but to people of all ages, even like 29-year-olds who don't look it. Wow. Okay, cool, guys. So a lot of people were looking at her. So a lot of people are looking at her like, oh, Billie Eilish, she has terrible taste in clothes, all that boxy, you know, like we've done even fashion, red carpet, we'd be like, oh my God, Billie, this is horrible, you know? But in fact, she's hiding her body from that kind of attention. Like, remember Drake when he did that song Adonis and he was like, I wasn't hiding my son from the world, I was hiding the world from my son? Mm-hmm. I said that right? So it's like Billie wasn't hiding myself. I was like actually fucking protecting myself from you feral fucking raccoon animals, you know? And she's letting people know that her boxy clothes are not about anything to do with like fashion or frame or anything like style. It's a message, and the media is the one turning it into some joke costume, right? And she's like, no, you're not about to flip the message into me being less aware of style because what I'm doing is not about fashion at all. It's like, this kind of proves to me that she is in so much control of her own power and that she's aware of her own power and her impact. And she uses that to amplify what she believes in and encourage other people to take their own control of their own power too. Am I speaking the English? I am. Okay, cool. So everybody better be fucking nice to her, because if I find out anybody's being mean to her after she did something so brave and that she's never done before, I will fucking fight you. No, just kidding, I can't because I have nails. I get them done every 2 weeks for like $100. I can't fight you. So let's watch a clip of the video that she showed in el concierto, shall we? She looks fucking good. She looks good. Also, those are the poses. Those are the poses that I do once I'm done sobbing and I think I look beautiful. I'm like... Oh, my green eyes. Sorry, that was modeling. So, dude, her whole issue, let's just fucking say it, her whole issue has to do with boobs, dude. It has to do with boobs. It has to do with boobs 100%. Like, girls that develop very, very early, or girls that just got big boobs very early, like, they had to wear, like, XXL shirts because people are fucking disgusting and all the commentary, like, the stares are gross, you know? Boys are gross. They just are. They are what they are. They're, except for cameraman Steve. Sorry. Stormy. So I think that her message, talent before tits, bro. Talent before tits. Put it into a t-shirt, talent before tits. Side note, from a marketing standpoint, genius personal branding. Genius, okay? But Billie, you know, she really pulls off what she does. She really does. it's natural and it's real. It's like, it reminds me of like what Prince was all about, like gender fluidity and sexuality, and like maybe even like David Bowie, how he was like, you know what, sometimes I feel like a fucking alien in my body too, you know? And sometimes I look at Billie, and Billie, goddammit, you're exactly the girl that I wanted to impress in high school, and that I wanted you to feel like I was fucking cool, and I was never fucking cool enough because I wanted you to think I was cool, and that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like the whole cycle of me wanting to be cool in high school was just like not cool, and Billie would have seen right through it. She's like the drugless Rue and Euphoria. Or not. Okay, but she is approachable, she's relatable, you know. I can listen to her music and instantly go back to being 18 and feeling like so alone and so pink misunderstood. Okay? But sometimes I listen to her music. Look at this small lyric. Let's talk about it. So I stepped off the Golden. Nobody cried. Nobody even noticed I listened to her music. Are you in therapy? You need to talk to someone. You gotta talk to someone. Please talk to someone. Are you journaling? Like I need to, maybe medication would help you feel better. So, you know what's so sad is that I thought my Tumblr poetry hit like this. Oh, I'd be like, I saw a cat in the hat today. I held a bat today. Straight tens on the mat. Hey, cat, do I look a little fat? Word. Listen, I used to be a songwriter, okay? Don't count me out, okay? My cousin Kaya and I, she's in the chat right now. We decided, fuck it, we're gonna be famous. Let's start writing songs. We've already got it. We have matching moles. Like, let's just fucking do this. And I remember like sitting at the PC, my Dell PC. I remember sitting, we had like little computer microphone and we'd be like writing lyrics, you know? And I would say one thing, she'd go, oh, that's incredible. I'm like, oh my God, you had to. And she's like, oh my God, okay. Like one chorus that we wrote that we still sing to this day. I remember we were singing about boys. The year was 1998, okay? I didn't have a pube on my body, but we were talking about boys, okay? And we were writing the song in Century Gothic font. Oh, yes. And I remember I went, you're like a bug. And she goes, I don't need one. I was like, write it down. Write it down. That's incredible. What was the name of our band? Angels of Destiny. So. You're like a bug. Oh, she's probably singing it back right now. I hear you, Kai. Okay, so. The way that Billie Eilish would be a fucking dream guest for this show, and the way that this show is the antithesis of everything that Billie stands for, keeps me up at night. I'm not sleeping, okay? And the way that it makes me feel less cool. Like, but you know what, Billie? I'm gonna be cool. I don't have anything to prove to you, okay? I'm gonna be cool and casual about it, you know? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and beg you, you know? Like, I have better things to do. You know, I'm cool, I have a show. You're like a bug, and I don't need you. You know? Billie, please come on the show. Please, give me a crumb of attention. Please. You know, I'm gonna DM Billie and beg some more. Let's go on a break. Throw me the fucking phone. Billie!
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that fire like a rocket. Say the word, you know I'm ready to go.
So we both know there are Nazis here in America.
You know what the best revenge is? Revenge. Showtime.
Hey guys, so we've reached my favorite part of the show. Oh yes. Where I get to share some life advice with you. It's a big bad world out there and I wouldn't want you to feel unprepared, right? Okay, so last week, sorry. We call this Tefi's tip. Just the tip, delicious. Guys, last week we had a tip where we were like, no matter how long you've been with somebody, like you still have to flirt with your significant other, Jason. And, you know, like that's important. You got to keep that spark alive without it involving the communal table, you know? But then, you know, we have this other great point where I want to share. Guys, you have to flirt with yourselves too, you know? Like Kim Righty was talking about how yesterday she caught a glimpse of her eyes in the sun, in her reflection, and she was like, damn, bitch, you got some nice eyes. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and then she was like, oh, and I felt good afterwards, you know? Like I was like, hottie. And I was like, oh my God, I love that. You need to flirt with yourself some more too, you know? And like, don't depend on other people's compliments. Don't depend on other people's compliments. I call them complices for my comfy, okay? Like there's this guy that's always on the corner of my subway stop when I get home. And there was like a day last week where he wasn't like, nice legs, lady, or like, beautiful face. And he didn't do it that one day. And I was like, do I walk by again? Because I need you as much as you need me, you know? But then I was like, no, I'm gonna look in the mirror and be like, damn, bitch, you got some nice, I love that mole. Like, I don't know, but I'm gonna do it. However, I'm gonna do that while I listen to Oh My by Tweet. Hit it, Julie. I'm in the video. If you don't know what that song is about, then this tip isn't for you. Okay? Okay, guys, before we go, we always talk about the things we like, but we want to know what you guys at home want to see or hear about. Think about this as like a suggestion box. Like, are there games you love or segments you want more of or things we've done in the past that you notice that we don't do anymore, you know? Like, tell us give us feedback, okay? As long as it doesn't involve a remote control vibrator, please, okay? So you can email us at team@tefishow.com, right there, and send us your thoughts, okay? That's it for today. Did you have a good time? 3 people did, okay. And I will see you tomorrow, same place, same time. Hasta luego. Any moment now.